Hopefully you can hear me. I've got the furnace going and a diffuser, and it's kind of loud in here, and this microphone is not the best anyway. But what I want to do is show you how to record, make digital your reel-to-reels or cassettes or records. And basically it's all the same. You download, there's several programs you can download. The one I like the best that I've used is Audacity. And it's you just download it for free, and it's really simple. There's tutorials or whatever. Basically, you can't have more than one open at the same time. So right now I have one that's blue, and then the rest are all gray, right? So what you do is, if you want to record something new, say you're recording a whole bunch of things off of the same album, but you don't want them one continuous song. So say you've got 12 songs you want to record. You have to hit mute on the one that's blue to record something new. If you want to listen to one, you put it to solo and you hit play, and it will then play. So you can hear it, right? So what you want to do is try and get the green as close to the yellow as possible, not going over into the red. So you can see it'll show you, and then that is where I put it into mono track instead of anyway, you probably can't hear it when I'm playing it. Anyway, so when you're doing reel-to-reels, you want to make sure you're on the right track. There's channel 1 and channel 2. Some of them have up to 4 tracks, 8 tracks. Most of these type have 2 tracks on each side that you can record on. So there's up to 12 hours on the big discs. Most people didn't. My mother did some like that, but most of them were just 1 or 2 tracks. And so what you do is you hook up your player, whatever player you want to use, whether it's a phonograph or tape deck or tape deck or tape deck or reel-to-reel player. You need basically all you need on your computer is a headphone jack, and you just put it into your headphone jack. The problem is you cannot hear it. Once that's plugged in, you cannot hear it coming out of the player. So if I hit play now, I've got the auxiliary cord coming out of into the headphone jack and then back into the headphone jack on the computer. So out of the headphones and back into the headphones on the computer. Problem being, you cannot hear when it starts to hit record. So what you need to do is have an external speaker. So I went to a second-hand store and bought this external speaker, and you get a splitter, and you plug the external speaker into the splitter so that you can hear what is on the headphones. So you want an auxiliary cord and a splitter so that you can hear what you're doing. And you need that on each thing you're doing. I'm doing several at the same time, but you could do one at a time. So out of the headphone jack to the splitter. In the splitter you plug a speaker and the aux jack to the whatever audio you're coming out of, whether it's a record player, reel-to-reel, or tape player. Then what you do is you open up Audacity and you get ready to record. You're going to have to do a test where you hit record and then play. So I'm going to hit play, and you can't hear it. I have it pretty low. Anyway, you turn it up. So now I can hear it on my speaker. So you set it up where you want to hit record, and then you hit record.
Portals and contact lenses. Every night when I climb in bed, I look around the room and realize that's me.
I'm not sure what's going on right there. So I don't know what I hit here. Oh, it's on the wrong.
Manpower isn't man at all. It's women.
I had it plugged into the wrong outlet.
Brought about some fantastic and frightening
Let's try again.
Sit back, relax, take off your shoes.
Okay. So what you want to do is make sure that the audio level is down. So you turn the volume down until you're in the yellow and green. You don't want it to hit red, because you see what happens when it was up high? You want it to be down a little bit lower so that it's just in yellow. And you can see how the sound is very different now. So when you're done, you hit stop. So say I was at the end of my recording, I would hit stop, and you'd hit stop on your tape player or recorder or device. And then you can listen to it. As long as this is the blue and you're in the solo, right, you can hit play and hear it again. Hear how grainy it is when it's up in the red. And then as I turn it down, it becomes more clear. So this was a test. So I'm going to hit stop so I can tell you. So if it's too high, it will just be fuzzy and it will play back really fuzzy. So what you want to do is test it once, and then I just hit delete because I don't want to save this. And then you would hit record again. You would record the new one. And then say you had to flip a tape over or something. Instead of hitting stop, you would hit pause. And once you hit pause, you can flip the tape over and then hit play again on your tape or your record over or whatever, and then resume where you left off with the pause. Don't hit start because then you have to try and mesh the two together, and that's more difficult. So that's how I do it. It's pretty simple. You can do it with any device. I had it in the wrong outlet before. That's why it was clicking funny. But check out my blog. I'll take pictures and put it on there.